Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Module 3, Innovating with Google Slides. And today we are going to cover how to create digital game boards as well as creating self-checking digital activities in our Part 1 activity. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so this is my Jeopardy-style game board. It was created on Google Slides. I just went to Insert and I went to Table and I counted out how many categories I wanted as well as how much each category would be worth. So for each category, I went up to 300. You could go up as high or as low as you want. Then I have a sample here of a question and an answer. And I'm going to use these first to generate the hyperlinks, and then I'm going to copy paste these because the hyperlinks are going to be already done and it's going to make this so much easier for us. So first things first is I want 3 times 2, and I want it to answer be the very next slide. I'm going to triple click this to get the whole thing and push link or Control K. And for every time, this is going to go directly to the next slide. Then for this one, to return to the questions are always going to be right here on slide 2, which is where my home page is. So I'm going to link this, and it's always going to link to slide 2. Now that those are built, I can copy paste these as many times as I need. So in this case, I'm going to need 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm going to need 11 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I have all of my hyperlinks ready to go for the questions. All I have to do is go through and change the dollar amount as well as the questions it's asking. Now, to get it linked from the actual home page, we're going to do something very similar. I'm going to double click my point value, click link, and in this case, I want it to link to slide number 3. Then for 200, I'm going to click link, and in this case, I want it to link to slide 5 because 4 would be the answer slide, so 5 would be the next question. Same thing here, I'm going to link this. Following that pattern, it would be 7. Now, I should be able to, if I test this out, when I click 100, it brings me here. I click reveal, it shows me the answer. I click return, it brings me back to the Jeopardy game board. So it's as simple as that. It's all in the power of the hyperlink. You're just going to hyperlink the different questions and the slides to interact with each other, and then you will have a ready-to-go built Jeopardy game. And just to show you what it looks like, I went ahead and populated the other slides with different questions so you could just see how it works. So again, that 100-point question with the answer return. Now a 200-point question, different question, but still the links are bringing me to the right place. The 300 one, different question, but the links are still bringing me exactly to the right place. So if you follow this formula, you'll be able to build your very own Jeopardy board in no time. Okay, so now let's talk about how to do a self-correcting digital activity. So for this one, we are going to have 1 question and 2 answers, either a no, you didn't get it right, or a yes, you got it right. I'll show you quickly how I put a GIF in. All I did was I typed in great job GIF, found this image. You do not do copy paste because then that puts in a static image. If you want it to be moving, you're going to right click it, do copy image address, and then you are going to click insert image by URL, and you're going to type that in and then you will get the GIF. So you'll have 1 right, 1 wrong. So what you're going to do first is link these to the correct slide. So since 6 times 8 is 48, we are going to link it to slide 3, which is the yes, you got it correct slide. Since it is not 54, we are going to link it to slide 2, which is the that is not correct slide. Now from here, I can reuse slides 2 and 3 repeatedly over and over and over again. So to do that, I'm going to triple click to get the whole thing. If they get the question wrong, I want it to progress them backwards 1 because that's always where that question is going to be. So previous slide means they'll get to try it again. And if they get the question right, I want it to progress them to the next slide. So they'll be able to see the next question. So let's go ahead and try it out and see if it works. 6 times 8 If they say 48, you are correct. You get a gold star. Continue to the next question. And if they do not say it, if they say it is 54, they will get the don't stop, don't give up, try again, and they will get the same question again to try again. So these are just several ways you can use hyperlinks in your Google Slides to create interactive and engaging activities. And I love that this doesn't involve me. So I'm able to be working with groups or helping students, and I don't have to constantly be telling students like, yes, you got that right, or no, you didn't, or grading anything. This does the work in that regard for me, and the students are still able to learn on their own. My students like that it's digital and that it's interactive, and they love the gifts that they get when they get it right or wrong. You could also use these tools to design, create your own adventures. I've known some teachers who've used them to design like escape rooms. So once you figure out hyperlinks, you have a whole plethora of ideas that are out there for you to go ahead and try. So thanks so much for sticking with me for this video, part 1. And I look forward to seeing you back in part 2, where we talk about how to create interactive worksheets together. I would love for you to check out those Thompson tips, try out some of those things on my checklist, and I'll see you in the next video as we get closer and closer to being a Google Master. Bye.